This morning, we are peeling back the plastic wrap on those prepared foods at your grocery store. The foods are now an almost $29 billion industry, growing twice as fast as overall grocery sales. A new Consumer Reports investigations looked at 6 major supermarket chains to learn whether their prepared foods are fresh, healthy, and if they save you any money. The magazine analyzed food samples in a lab for calories, fat, saturated fat, and sodium. Trisha Calvo is Consumer Reports Deputy Content Editor of Health and Food and joins us at the table. So welcome, Trish.
Thank you.
What specifically were you looking for, and why do you think they're so popular now?
We wanted to look at prepared foods because they are popular. People are busy. They're looking for convenient options to make dinner, get it on the table fast. And we wanted to see what was in them nutritionally because those foods are not required to provide any nutritional information.
So let's get specific. What did you find when you looked at Whole Foods breaded tilapia and compared it to the frozen and the restaurant version?
Right. So we found that the frozen version and the tilapia version are about the same in terms of fat, calories, and sodium. But we also found that the restaurant meal was slightly higher in calories and sodium and fat.
And what does that tell us, or what do you suggest from that?
It really tells us that, you know, they're all more or less the same, and it really does mean that homemade is usually the best option.
So we reached out to Whole Foods, and we've not heard back from them yet. We'll keep you posted on that.
Okay.
But this is what you did. You sent secret shoppers into the grocery stores. What did you tell them to do?
We asked the secret shoppers to buy the dishes that we had identified as being available regularly, and then we asked them to ask the store clerks, the people behind the counters, about the food, where the food was prepared, and how the food was prepared.
So one of them went to ShopRite's chicken marsala. What did you find out about that?
When we sent that to the lab to be analyzed, we found that the same dish from 2 different locations of the store varied widely in sodium content, from 363 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams in the same size serving.
And how do you explain that?
You know, it's just that the foods are not prepared consistently, and people are not, you know, they're not adhering necessarily maybe to the store's recipe, or a clerk throws an extra bunch of sodium in, and it really is, you just don't know.
Now, ShopRite has something to say to you all. It says that the article does not represent the depth of their prepared food options and that they do provide healthy dishes for their customers. To that you say?
Yeah, I think that they do. I mean, I think that there are some that they do, but I think that the real issue with this is that nobody knows which ones are healthy and which ones aren't because there's no nutritional information, and that store doesn't provide nutritional information.
You say rotisserie chicken is actually a good deal.
Rotisserie chicken is a great deal. In first place, it's pretty healthy, and in the second place, it's about $1.66 a pound in what we found in our tests.
So this whole study is sort of to do a check on whether you're getting a good deal and whether the nutrition in it is what you would expect, or whether it's got more salt, more sodium than you'd expect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to those of us who don't have secret shoppers, what are we supposed to do?
I think that you should, you know, you have to pay attention to portion sizes. I mean, that's a big part of this. You also ask the clerks about the food. Ask if they have nutritional information. Ask where it was prepared.
All right. Good information. Thank you.
Thank you, Tricia.
Thank you.